What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now 235 subs away from hitting 500 subs. And who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the year. Only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners over at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of this set. But with that being said, if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because now less than 70% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not even subscribed. And to top it all off, we got to get more women to watch the content as well. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is basically today's video. But the question of the day is this: and this is mainly for those who play Yu-Gi-Oh by the OCG format. But what deck do you guys will be the new meta in the OCG? Let me know down in the comments below. And in today's video, we actually have the reveal of the October 1st, 2024 OCG ban list. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm looking at the cards that got hit, that got taken off the list and shit. I'm being real, this is probably by far one of the craziest ban lists that the OCG has had in a very, very long time. I think the last Forbidden and Limited list that we got, I think was I think they only hit like maybe 3 cards to get banned. They took out like 5 cards off the ban list and shit. So this is literally by far one of the craziest Forbidden and Limited lists ever. They literally hit some of the biggest decks in the format today, which is crazy. So I'm not gonna waste any time. Let's get straight into it with the cards that got forbidden, meaning you cannot use them at all, meaning there's only one card that got banned, and it's Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. Obviously with Snake, I think Snake Eye, is it? Yeah, I think. Oh my god, what was the Snake? It was Snake Eye, and one other deck that was using Beatrice, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that Beatrice was the one that got hit, and I feel like this was the smart decision, because the TCG because for us here in the TCG, we got Beatrice banned as well, so I'm not entirely surprised. But it's still pretty cool that Beatrice is banned both in the TCG and in the OCG, which is really cool. But now for the cards that are limited to one, meaning again as I stated, you can only use one copy. Zodiac Trident, Masterpiece, the true Drago Slaying King, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, Snatch Steel, Diabell Star the Black Witch, Snake Eye Popular, Tenpai Dragon Chundra, Phantom of Yubel, Fiendsmith Engraver, Fiendsmith Trax, and Bonfire. Trident, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Obviously Konami is trying to get players to play Tri-Brigade Zoo again, which, to be fair, Tri-Brigade Zoo it's a pretty decent deck, especially on Master Duel, but you really don't see that deck get played all that much. So it's kind of cool that Konami wants to see Tri-Brigade Zoo come back into the format, and I'm okay with it. Trident to one, I'm okay with that. Now Masterpiece on the other hand, that's a whole nother story. Masterpiece was literally one of the craziest cards in the game. Especially when it got released. What was it in Maximum Crisis? Was it Maximum Crisis? Yeah. Back in 2017, Maximum Crisis, and I remember talking about a couple of the cards on here on the channel back then. I think I did, but Masterpiece was just a house. It basically would protect itself from all types of cards as long as you were able to tribute one of each. So if you were to tribute a monster, a spell, and a trap, guess what? You literally, once it's summoned, then Masterpiece is protected from all monsters, all spells, and all traps. But because that traps were a dime a dozen, and the only traps that were available, or rather that were played, were mostly counter traps and floodgates, then you were mostly just either tributing off two monsters and a spell, or a monster and two spells. You weren't really tributing off a monster, spell, and a trap, mainly because, again, as I stated, the only two types of traps that were played during that time, especially nowadays, are counter traps and, of course, floodgates. So Masterpiece to one, not a smart decision, unless if they're planning to give Masterpiece and errata. But other than that, not a good idea. Speaking of cards that might not be such a good idea, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. So obviously Dragoon is basically an Omni. It's an Omni negate. It's a board wipe. Honestly, I'm not gonna complain. I think Dark Dragoon to one probably is the smart decision, but especially for us in the TCG, you really don't see it get played that often, unless if you were playing like Red Eyes or Dark Magician, like exactly. But other than that, you really don't see it get played. Snatch Steel to one. Obviously for us in the TCG, we do have Snatch Steel limited at one, which, it's okay. I mean, it's still a pretty nasty card to deal with, and it's a pretty annoying card to deal with. But just having it at one, it literally takes you back to the days of like Go format and Reaper Monarch format, where Snatch Steel, where if you opened with Snatch Steel and you were going second, Snatch Deal would be a fucking house to deal with. It was pretty crazy. Diabell Star the Black Witch. I think this was a smart move because especially on Master Duel, Diabell Star is just, it's like once you see original Sinful Spoils, you knew full well you were never gonna win. You were never gonna win, and the only thing you would do was just scoop. That's it. And I know that from experience because I've played quite a bit of Master Duel over the last year or so, and and almost like once, like literally once every 4 decks that I play against, it will always be Diabell Star, because Diabell Star is just that power. It's just that powerful. So I feel like with the next ban list for us in the TCG, I feel like Konami should ban Diabell Star, just because of the fact that Diabell Star has so much potential. It has the potential to become probably one of the most overbroken cards in the format, and if that does become the case, then the deck itself is gonna get out of control, and Konami is gonna have no choice but to ban it. So my advice to Konami: ban it while you still have a chance, because there's no telling what can happen next. Now, Snake Eye Poplar, obviously for us in the TCG, we got Poplar limited to 1, as we did Ash. Ash and Poplar both got limited to 1. So I'm not surprised. But what does surprise me the most is the fact that they didn't limit Snake Eye Ash whatsoever. They only limited Snake Eye Poplar. So I don't know. So I honestly don't know what they're really aiming for, but still, I think it's Snake Eye Ash that gets you, that it's Ash. Let's see, Ash gets the Poplar. Poplar gets to pretty much like any spell or trap to your hand, and you essentially just have full combo right there. Like if you if you legit open Ash and Poplar together in your opening hand, it's pretty much just GG's right there. So Konami definitely should, especially over in the Asian territories, the OCG, they should have banned Ash, in my opinion. But Tenpai Dragon Chundra, I don't remember a whole lot about the Tenpai Dragon, so I'm not really gonna say much about this one. But I will say that the Tenpai Dragons, they do have a lot of potential, but for the most part, they're mostly like a side deck package, if you will. Then of course, Phantom of Yubel. Obviously, Phantom is just too broken. It is absolutely nasty. Like, if you see 3 Phantom of Yubel on your opponent's board, it ain't gonna be pretty. It ain't gonna be pretty. So I'm not surprised that Phantom got limited to 1, but it is still pretty cool to see. To see that deck slowly getting hit. Fiendsmith Engraver, and Fiendsmith's Tract, both those cards are I think, aren't they the combo extenders? Yeah, I think they're supposed to be the combo extenders, and they basically just help you get to your board, get to your place a lot easier. So I'm not surprised. Bonfire on the other hand is a pretty crazy one, especially with the Snake Eye. So that one I'm not surprised. But now we gotta move into the cards that are limited, or rather semi-limited to 2, meaning you can only use 2 copies, and this is absolutely insane. Ava, semi-limited. Speedroid Terratop, semi-limited. Dino Wrestler Pankrotop, semi-limited. MX Saber Invoker. Luster Pendulum the Draco Slayer. Gold Sarcophagus. Fusion Destiny. Branded Opening. Max C, Nightmare Throne, and Gozen Match. Ava is a bit of a surprise because you really don't see Ava get played all that much anymore. So that one's a bit of a surprise. Terror Top, I'm not surprised. Obviously, with the fact that with the fact that we're getting new Speedroy support in Supreme Darkness, I'm not surprised that they would try to that they would try to push for Speedroys to be the new meta, which I doubt that's gonna happen, but still, it's pretty cool. Pankratops is a bit of a weird one, just because of the fact that you would have to tribute itself to basically pop a card on the field. So it's a bit of a weird one, but it's still a pretty decent hand trap um to use, especially as a side deck card. Not much so as a main deck card, because obviously, if you main deck it, you're not gonna know what deck your opponent's playing. So, still, it's pretty weird. Invoker on the other hand, not a smart decision. I think Invoker is just too powerful to deal with. I know that oh, do I have I'm pretty sure I have a copy of Invoker in my binder. I'm actually gonna take a look. I'll be right back, you guys. Hang on. I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I am back, and I finally found my copy of MX Saber of my MX Saber Invoker, and I actually found it in my extra deck sell binder, because I'm planning to try to sell some of my cards. But I finally found it, and looking at its effect, you can easily tell it's a nasty one. Once per turn, you can detach a material from this card, special summon a level 4 Earth Warrior or Beast Warrior from your deck in defense, but destroy during the end phase. It legit is like such a crazy card, especially used in decks like Tri Brigade Zoo. It's a pretty nasty one, so I'm kind of surprised that they would bring it up to 2. And I feel like they should have just banned it right off the bat, just because of the fact that Invoker has ways to become too abusive, I guess if you will. But that's just my opinion anyway. Luster Pendulum, I mean Luster's alright. I mean, it's not the best card, but it's not the worst either. Gold Sark, essentially it's kind of like a 1-for-1, so it's like whatever, but still, I think Gold Sark was used, I think, in Snake Eye, so you could get closer and closer to Poplar, especially if you didn't open with Poplar, but you opened up with Gold Sark. It was a good way to use it, and also it was even also used in the Horus decks as well, which is pretty crazy. Fusion Destiny obviously is a powerful card. Being able to go into cards like DPE and Dominance like turn 1 is absolutely horrendous. Branded Opening, I think, was basically the combo starter for the whole deck. So I'm not surprised if they would try to get Branded to be meta again, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Maxi, though, semi limited, is funny because even at 2, it's still pretty crazy. So I guess Konami in the OCG is trying to get Maxi banned, but it probably won't get banned for quite some time. So to everybody in the OCG that plays Max, that hates playing against Maxi, just a little bit longer. Nightmare Throne, again, just like Branded Opening, this is the combo starter. If you open with Throne, you essentially just have full combo, and you basically get to your board really easily. Goes in match, just a nasty floodgate. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Now the cards that are now unlimited, meaning you can actually use 3 copies. We have all 4 Dragon Rulers, Blaster, Redox, Tidal, and Tempest. Performance plus Fire, Spiral Quick Fix, Zeus, Magic Spectre Unicorn Kirin, Raigeki, my friend Purely, and Lightning Storm. The Dragon Rulers, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. There have been some chatter that Konami is planning to give us some new Dragon Ruler support. Which I mean it's okay, but I don't know if the Dragon Rulers would be viable by today's standards, but it's still pretty cool to see excuse me, to see these cards finally come off the list, which is pretty cool. Plus Fire, just a nasty card. I feel like this should have went just should have like stayed at 1 in my opinion, but it is what it is. Quick Fix definitely should have went to 1 because this is just a way to get into Spiral Master Plan and just help you just make your board absolutely insane. Zeus, on the other hand, is funny because for one, you really don't see Zeus get played all that much, and even if you do see it get played, it's mostly played in in like in Exceed heavy base decks, like Shark and Battle Boxer and also oh, what's the other one? Tri Brigade Zoo and 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 a couple others. I think Time Thief as well, because I know that Time Thief does have like 2 or 3 Xyz monsters, so it's pretty crazy. Oh, and also Galaxy Eyes as well can also be seen in Galaxy Photon, which pretty crazy. So, and plus even if you did see it get played, you only see 1 copy get played, and that's pretty much it. Kieran, on the other hand, not a smart decision. That Kieran is just too broken. It literally enables FTKs to where your opponent just rage quits. That's how powerful Kieran can be. Raigeki, I mean, it's all right. I mean, you don't see Raigeki get played all that much anymore. I think Lightning Storm is a bit better than Raigeki to some people, but to be able to see a card from LOB get played by 2024 standards, that's pretty cool. My Friendly Purely, I mean, it's all right. I mean, Purely again, it's mostly Master Duel you see it get played in, and then Lightning Storm is a bit of a weird one, but it is what it is. But all in all, honestly, this ban list for the OCG, it is absolutely insane. I mean, they're literally bringing back. They're trying to bring back Dragon Rulers. They're slowly starting to hit. Slowly starting to hit. Ubel, Snake Eye, Horus, and they're also slowly trying to get. Slowly trying to bring back decks like Masterpiece, Masterpiece FDK. They're slowly starting to ban decks that they finally realize, oh shit, this is actually pretty fucking powerful. We need to get this shit gone now. And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, but I will say this is probably by far one of the best ban lists that the OCG has had in quite some time. And I can't wait to see what decks will be in the format. I think the next event that we have, I think for the OCG, I believe is oh man. let's see. I want to see something. Let's see. OCG. I believe the next event, especially in the OCG, the next one I believe is supposed to be sometime in the next couple of weeks. I don't remember what the next OCG ban list is going, not ban list, the next event is going to be. But I think we're supposed to be getting one sometime in the next like couple of weeks or something like that. But I will say though, when we do, I think I can honestly say that this ban list is definitely going to be definitely going to be very interesting, to say the very least, because I'm sure we're supposed to be getting one somewhere. I don't know where. I think maybe in maybe Santiago, Chile. I think is gonna be the next one. So it's gonna be interesting. But I will say this ban list absolutely crazy. Not much else to say. Can't wait to see what decks are gonna be in the format in the OCG. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more ban list reveals in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.